Peace, peace. Thank you for coming over here and vibing with your boy Tech 432. This is another video in response to Brother Wisdom. I definitely want you to know that I don't really have an issue with your content. A lot of your content I enjoy. I enjoy Organites. I have one here myself that I keep with me every day. So I'm into crystals. I'm into Organites. I'm into meditation and things like that. That's dope. My issue with this, with Brother Wisdom, is that he's promoting a false narrative about creation, and on top of that, he's also promoting hate. And when I listened to the last response that I had, I have to always check myself, because sometimes I do move out of emotions. I'm energy and emotion, so sometimes that happens. But I feel like the frustration that I'm trying to express is because people don't have the ability to think for themselves. And when you got somebody that's on a large platform and they're leading people away from the Creator, they're leading people away, that can be very destructive. Like the brother said, even to his own admittance, that creation was created by some kind of intelligence, whether it's intelligent or not intelligent. Or he said something along those lines towards the end of the video that he directed towards me. And again, I appreciate his theory, but I have a theory of my own, and all of this is just a matter of personal opinion. It's nothing to be for people to be so upset about, if somebody doesn't agree with something that somebody else says. I mean, we all are entitled to have our own opinion and our own way of thinking. This is why we have free will. So my issue is, if you look at reality as it is in this third dimension, and you see different structures in the world, you see trees, you see birds, you see animals of all sorts. Most of the things that you see has a solid structure, meaning that it's held together with something called atoms and protons, right? So you have something that is created and structured. Okay. Now, if you're going to say that the energy of the Most High is all chaos, everything is chaos, then you wouldn't have these perfect structures. You would just have shit scattered all over the place. When I think of chaos, I think of things that doesn't have any order to it, right? Maybe I'm off with this. Maybe y'all can explain what kind of chaos is he talking about. And another issue that I'm having with him is this thing about the Saxons, this thing about white people, this thing about, all other ethnicity and races and inorganic people. Honestly, I don't have no plight with these people. We, as whatever y'all want to call them, melanated people, we have an issue where we constantly keep blaming everybody else for our downfalls. Okay, we have to stop that. It's our fault that we in the position that we in now, because instead of learning about things that can help our people, like herbal medicine and holistic healing, we're learning how to build boxes and pyramids and trying to crack portals, right? Okay. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with creating things. My issue is you can create whatever you want. Nothing is going to change unless you actually change it. Now, it's enough of this living in this fairy tale world. And, listening to people that claim that they the masters of the galaxy and all of this. All right, we have to get out of this mindset. All of this. I mean, again, I can say stuff like he's a weirdo and all of that, but in all actuality, I honestly think the brother is very intelligent, and he does have something. I just don't understand what it is, and I can't see why, even with what he have, why would he lead people in a negative direction? He has so much going. Why would you want to lead people in a way where you're making them believe that the most high is energy of chaos? That's the most highest energy is chaos. Why? When you see so much beauty around you in the world, especially if you're the type of person that meditates, especially if you're the type of person that loves crystals, you should see beauty in structure and order. That's just me speaking from a logical perspective, and I can't see how people keep missing this, and making it about something else. Again, with the fanatic stuff, is really sad, and it needs to be checked sometimes. Sometimes it has to be checks and balances, because you let these things get out of control, you will have people actually out here believing that he is the prince of the galaxy and that Hebrew Israelites are fake, which they're not. There were many tribes of people, yes, there were, but we're talking about a timeline. And see, that's the thing that's been clouded and misconstrued through all of this, is the timeline. We don't know when certain things took place, so we kind of bunch everything together and say, this can't exist because this existed. But everything existed, it just existed in its own time frame. And I don't even really believe in time, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to make it simple enough for y'all to understand where I'm coming from. So no, I do not hate y'all master. I don't hate him. I don't have any ill feelings towards him. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to the brother. I hope the best for him. But I hope he wakes up to understand that our people are in dire need. Look at that, a bird just landed on my car. Our people are in dire need of change, and it needs to be a change of positive, not chaotic energy. And we can do this, man. We should be learning about many things, even if you want to construct different organites, and a lot of people have beautiful organizing that he's posting, and salute to them. And I know a lot of it be that he's putting their stuff on a huge platform, so they feel like they owe him something, I guess. I don't know. But you can't put your allegiance against the creator and don't expect for one of the creator's children to come and try to apply some kind of checks and balances. I'm not perfect. Okay, I'm a flawed person, but logically speaking, when I see things that's just blatantly disrespectful, like you telling a brother that he's not from the tribe of Judah, if he believes that, what's the problem? You believe that you're the prince of the cosmos. Can't nobody tell you anything different. So why are you knocking somebody that's basically putting themselves in a position to where they're acknowledging that life works off of principles and morale and laws and structure? All of this, I want chaos, 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 chaos. For what? Haven't you had enough chaos? Haven't you had enough war? Haven't you had enough division? He says it himself that this is the white man's plan. It's for us to be divided. So, maybe religion is a pitfall in a sense. I can kind of get behind that because I am not a religious person. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in the Bible, certain parts of the Bible, but I believe the Bible is to be deciphered and not to be read and taken literally in every single word. Some of it, like I said, is allegory. Some things you have to just have a deeper connection with and be able to understand. But when you got people saying this is a baby book and, all of this just regurgitating things that they hear him say, it's offensive. And being offensive to people, you kind of create that division. So even with me and my response, being offended, I'm kind of putting myself in a position to where I'm doing exactly what I don't want to happen. So for that, I apologize. But logically, if we speaking about existence and things like this, we have to understand that he's coming from a place that doesn't really make sense to a lot of people, because he's talking about chaos is the means of all. And that just can't be if we have all these beautiful structures. Even the crystals, everything comes from structure, okay? So again, man, salute that brother for, explaining his theory on creation, but I beg to differ. I do not agree with it. I don't think that we have always been in existence. There is a higher power. We're lower. Something had to make us. So let's just acknowledge that part. Let's just acknowledge that part. If we can't do nothing else, let's acknowledge it's a higher power. And if we was to do that, and we was to look at the examples of the things that it creates, we can see structure, not chaos. So why can't we move in that way of life, in that likeness of having structure and not chaos? This is why so many of us are struggling with our households. This is why so many of us are struggling with ourselves and can't really have those breakthroughs that we need. Like I was trying to explain in the other video, you kind of create your own reality. You create your own reality. I'm not bragging or boasting, but I'm well off enough to say that, the material things that I do have, I'm proud of them. Would I just give this shit away? If I had to, yeah. But I'm not out here in a state of depression. I'm not out here bold. And we got to understand where the true wealth is in health. It's in mental health, it's in spiritual health, and it's in wellness, right? So we should be trying to operate in a way that builds those fundamental qualities in our persons, not think about the outside things like building structures. I mean, it's okay to do these things, but I'm just saying it shouldn't take priority over your wellness and your mental health. Building a pyramid out of wood. That's all I'm saying. I got people fighting me tooth and nail with this guy, man. Like, they love their master, and that's a beautiful thing, and that's why it's very important for people like me to reach out to the brother and say, hey, man, you leading people to their demise, whether you want to admit it or not. That's what you're doing when you're leading them opposite away from the beauty of nature and convincing them that it's about chaos. Nature isn't chaos, man. I'm sorry to inform y'all that love him so much, but he's wrong. Nature is not chaos. And nothing comes out of chaos but more chaos. That's what chaos is. It's not nothing to be praised or held up. We don't need more chaos. We need structure. It's enough with the chaos. This is why our people don't have our own power system. This is why we can't have our own currency. This is why we got to wear other people's clothes, because we don't have any structure. We don't have, and that's the thing about the book that everybody want to hate. But it's great. It's a great catalyst for foundation for us to be on the same page, because a lot of people share the same sentiments when it comes to morale and principles on both sides. People that don't too much like to dwell in the Bible, and those that do. But it's a foundation, and it's something to work off of. So we do stand a chance if we can get on that page. Okay, well, it's wrong to steal from somebody, right? It's wrong to covet another man's things and his wife, right? So let's get on that page, man. And let's take all the negativity out of the situation, because it's not even about that. But if we having a back and forth jargon about things, and we're coming from a logical perspective, it's okay to express constructive criticism. They want to shoot the messenger. They like, oh no, we're gonna shoot your ass. You talking to our master? The brother is this, the brother is that, the brother is leading y'all to y'all damn demise. Period. You know, he's going after people and saying that Israelites aren't real and this, that, and the third. That's not fair. How can you acknowledge the Atlanteans and the Samaritans, but it's so hard for you to acknowledge Hebrew Israelites? Why is it so hard for you to tell us that the books are off, but we have so many documentations available to us? The information is right here. You got things like the Emerald Tablets, you got the Dead Sea Scrolls. You don't have to just go to the Bible, but a lot of this information about a higher power is available, so it exists, and it doesn't even just have to exist in the words. If you have any kind of eyes to see, you should be able to see the existence and the beauty of the Most High all around you. That shouldn't be a hard thing for you to acknowledge, you know. And like I said, we need to have a universal foundation of understanding, overstanding, and how he says it, and all of that. We need to have that universal foundation, and it needs to start with principles of morale. You know, I get really emotional about that because I feel like talking about chaos and all of this all the time and promoting anger and hate towards people just because they have lighter pigmentation or they're not melanated is not right. You know, we keep blaming them for everything. It's not their fault that we won't learn how to do nothing because we too busy wanting to build boxes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't want to touch books. It's all right to learn about microbiology. He got mad at me saying I'm lusting for not the brother Wisdom, but another guy on my channel telling me I'm lusting for white man's knowledge, because I'm learning about the things that we're made of, the biology of the human body, because I want to heal the ones that sick around me and make them better. You know, that's the power of the Creator. To create, not to destroy. That's what chaos does. Chaos destroys. If you're a real creator like you claim to be, you should be trying to heal. You should be trying to make things right. You should be moving in a positive light. It shouldn't be about chaos, hate, war, Saxons, enemies, opponents. We are our only opponents. It's our fault that we are where we're at because we keep disagreeing about things that we shouldn't even have an argument about. Because it's right in our faces. It's examples all around you of the Most High, of the beauty of nature, right? It's all around you. So I'm not going to keep going on and on, but I'm going to leave it right there, you know. But before I do leave, I just want to make one more point. I'm well liked in my community, right? In this little small area I'm in, I'm well liked. I can walk around my neighborhood. I can leave my car windows down all night. Nobody touches my stuff. And it's not out of fear. It's just out of love of what I do for people around me. You know, we have to start there in our own communities, in our own backyards. We have to build a rapport. I can guarantee you that brother doesn't talk to his neighbors. That brother doesn't care about anybody but what he's trying to do, which is build his boxes and his crystals and organites. No, he's not feeding the people information and trying to lead them in a position to where they can help their family. So we have to get on the same page here, y'all. It's not a war of a galactical super space being and all of this shit. It's not a war against the Creator. It's not a war against Saxons. It's a war against you. You are the problem. And when I say you, I'm even saying myself. We have to change the way we think and the things we do as a people. So with that being said, man, peace. Y'all have a great day and shalom.